Welcome back to Pisces TV with Montana B. This is your Saturday noon reading for the collective of Pisces. Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, wherever Pisces may fall in your chart or in your environment. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. For all of the newcomers, thank you guys for joining us today. I hope that you are enjoying your weekend. Okay, it's Saturday. And all of my returners, I appreciate your continued support that you show me, each other, and the channel. As we get started, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you hadn't already, take a look in the description box. A lot of your questions could be answered there regarding product services and booking. A link to the Patreon platform if you are interested in joining us on the other side. Lots of things over there. So just check it out even if you're curious, okay? Here on YouTube, we have the member section, merchandise, and the community board, which is so essential. A lot of things over there. So after the reading, join us on the community board and see if Pisces TV is for you. Okay, so as we get started with the reading, you know that I like to get into the energy, right? I looked into some of the transits, mostly the moon, because everything else is kind of like the same throughout the week, and you can check out the playlist or some of the other videos that were loaded. However, you could be having some feelings arise to the surface at the time to deal with. Not as strong as the purge energy, but a feeling of taking it easy. You know, be easy with yourself and gentle. Feel free, to forgive. Some things are being brought to the surface for you to finally let go of them. Not to indulge and embark in the memories itself, okay? Others of you may not feel this at all. You've already dealt with this. You've done this and could be feeling very vibrant, confident, and optimistic about moving forward. Either or, there's a need to be optimistic about moving forward as you have made room for that forward motion, okay? We are using the Starseed Oracle to start the reading to see what we have. There is the Seed of Mintaka that inspired the reading. This was the first card out. Very beautiful card. And it says, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So things from your subconscious that may be hindering your manifestations could be brought to your attention to say, that's not me. That's not what I want. That's not how I want to feel. It's not what I want to do. It's not what I want to attract. Let me let that go. Even if it's your own behavior, okay? It doesn't have to be anything else or just a memory. The second card that we have out says Messenger. Serious energy, okay? So all of my Syrians. Bringing harmony and balance. Now that could be challenging for some of us, as it was the second card out. May not be challenging for us all. It could also tell us why this unconsciousness is being brought to light to bring harmony and balance. And then, of course, the Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. So pay attention to anything being brought to light, as those are possible messages for you, because during this time, you could be interested in doing new things, learning new things. I also read in the horoscopes and transits that this is a fine time to try a new app, to do something different, to get involved into technology and remember who you are, your purpose, some of your experiences outside of this world or this life or whatever. Okay, so we are going to read from the guidebook and go ahead and get started. These don't have numbers, so you know how I like to say, well, the number is, in case you're into numerology, but we'll pull a couple of tarot cards to see what numbers may come up for you guys. So the C's of Mintaka. I don't know why I say that with so much on the Mintaka, but Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine. So clear that you could see for miles and miles underwater. The Sea of Mintaka card represents this crystalline clarity of potential and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits. I think so, for Pisces, for better or for worse. Or it could be a sign that you're currently doing, it could be a sign that what you're currently doing has great potential. Mentakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and everyone. Okay. You have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. If it appears in the spread, it's a very positive sign that things are working out for the highest potential of all involved. It's a very uplifting, light-filled card that brings great harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. Okay? When water appears in dreams and art, it often represents the unconscious mind. I thought it just meant you had to use the bathroom, but hey. Pulling this card also means you may be called to bring to light any unconscious patterns of which you're unaware, to look at them and see them clearly and consciously so they don't appear in your life as fate. What unconscious patterns or behaviors are ready to be brought to light of day? How can you see the potential in a situation you're facing? What unconscious patterns are you being called to bring to light? Okay? So in the center of the reading where we have Messenger is going to tell us a little bit more about these possible patterns or fated things that we may not have necessarily tried to manifest. And then for others of you, where it talked about potential and something being started, having good chance of success, you're part of a lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet, to returning time and again to see the light. The crystalline ones, here we are again with that. The ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the Sirius, often appearing as a shade of blue. They hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony. Okay? That sounds like we beefing. Having lovers quarrels, and the ascended masters are like, let me come down there and help them out, because child, to ensure greater balance, to help us see that we're all connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. You're being called to bring about this balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be a guardian of harmony and balance on earth. Think of what whales traveling around the globe sharing love through their healing vibrational song, their tones. How about that? Their unique note sends balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. I love that. Just by existing, doing natural well stuff, here they are bringing healing and harmony through the waters and the waves. Okay? A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. It's a resurgence of sacred within us all, a returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven and earth. You can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating it in your own life. The ripple will flow from there. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. So that seems like the message or the messenger. Okay? I kind of like that. This crystal clear water. And then here we got the rays, whatnot, and the whales and everything. So, outcome, advice, big picture thinking, guys. I really feel like even though we're all on different paths, I do get it, and we all woke up and we're having a different day. The majority of this energy is pointing to the potential and ideas, starting something new, and it grows awesomely and amazingly. And it talks about big picture thinking. So if I'm in big picture thinking mode, little stuff is not in my peripheral. Definitely not. I'm looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not being frivolous. Small-minded things, people, situations, and even myself. I'm over that. Not being a brat. Some things that may not have been perfect are not being the highlight. The bigger picture seems to be the highlight. And my folks, the Pleiadian energy, visionary and inspired ideas. The Pleiadians are our cosmic cousins, okay? They're here. And see, the reason why I love this card is because it calls them cosmic cousins. they're not like mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers. It's like they all just have a existence. And I think this book, for lack of, how else to categorize that, they just exist. They weren't birthed, There's like all family. There's no individual families that sprout out into, you know what I'm saying? Like mom, dad, blah, blah, blah. It's just like all cousins. They all just exist. And so I love that. Anyway, they're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. See what I mean? You're being called to be a visionary for the planet. Take a breath. Shake off what you've been taught about the world and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future. And Spirit said, no, they're not. They're going to be today. All right? You're here to birth a new age, buddies. I was thinking about that in meditation. I got super inspired by the fact that all of the futuristic things we saw as a child and was entertained by, right? That we expected by the year 2000 or even 2020, that isn't here yet. I believe it more now with all of these rockets launching and all of the technology that exists and how people's interests are actually in the things that we saw on TV. I was like, you know what? I may not live to see it, and that's okay because we never die. So it's no telling. I may come back and I may be there. Not sure. Probably not. But we are starting the age of life where all of that, I honestly feel like it's possible, where people begin to live. And I said people as in human beings begin to coexist outside of Earth. And that may sound far-fetched, and I get it. But I honestly felt that in my meditation. I was like inspired, like, damn it, human beings living outside of Earth? Yes. Okay. So I guess I'm a big picture thinker. Not sure. But here we go. The Pleiadians support us in this important stage of Earth's development. They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all its species. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through the daily actions, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think. For it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust the vision before it's reality. So see, for some of us that have things scraping up to the surface and feelings scraping up to the surface and situations scraping up to the surface, you have a message here already saying, baby, they don't think like you. They're not who you are and probably aren't a part of the leadership involved in creating this new earth. So just let them be. Everybody does have a purpose, though. We did talk about oneness and unity and coexisting. However, you don't have to pause your growth and who you are or explain it in effort to coexist. Okay, that is definitely what I got for today, honey, and I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Until next time, Pisces, namaste.